tuning in to our 1-year anniversary broadcast of Live with Momma Cuisine from InterContinental Chicago, right here on Magnificent Mile. For everyone out there today, we actually have a small live guest here. Thank you guys for being here today. So awesome. It's just, I don't even know what to say. There's so much people I have to thank through my journey being here. I can't believe we've been doing this for a year now, and to all the guests who have ever come on the show, our sponsor, Kenmore, who's our presenting sponsor, who is the reason why we're able to bring this to you guys every single month. I want to make sure I thank them. Make sure you go to cookmore.com, which is their new recipe site. You'll find a lot of my recipes. You could upload your own, even create your own cookbooks, which is cool. You could pull your favorite recipes and turn it into your own little cookbook. There's grocery lists there and even nutritional information for every recipe. It's an amazing tool for you to make your great everyday meals. Of course, we want to thank InterContinental Chicago as our location sponsor for our 1-year anniversary. Make sure you go and follow them on Twitter, InterCon Chicago. You can get all the latest information there. Of course, their website. We're going to have Chef Randy Reed, who's here today with me, cooking up some really great food with us, gnocchi. I'm going to get my hands dirty today. And I also want to announce one of the latest and biggest projects of my career so far, which is GEMFoodMag. If you can please follow us on Twitter at GEMFoodMag. GEM stands for Great Everyday Meals, which you all know is what I'm all about. Simple ingredients, basic cooking techniques. And we're coming out with a digital magazine that is free, so make sure you subscribe. Go to greateverydaymeals.com and subscribe right now for your full year. All free for you, and it's completely integrated with videos, never before seen videos, and brand new recipes. A lot of really great stuff. And starting in our new season, now that we're ending, we've been here for a full year, Live with Momma Cuisine is now going to be GEMFoodMag Live. So it's going to be our magazine's extension as a monthly live show, which is so exciting for us moving forward. I also want to, real quick, before we move forward, read a statement here. We did have Deborah here as our guest from The Voice, who we were so excited to be here today, and unfortunately she cannot be here today, and she sent a little note to me. She said, sorry I could not be here today. Thank you to Momma Cuisine for inviting me and my fans for watching. I will make it up to you soon. So thank you, Deborah, for this really nice note to us, and we're thinking of you. And really, let's go on and start the show. We are here with InterContinental Executive Chef, Chef Randy Reed, who's here with us. Thank you so much for being here. Now, a lot of you know my husband is 6'2", 6'3", and look at this guy, 6'6". I told him I need a step stool.
This is without the hat on, so.
Yeah, and it's without the hat. I was like, please don't wear the hat. We are here in one of the best hotels in the city, the best hotel in the city. Tell us about InterContinental.
So InterContinental, I mean, we're always focused on our guest experience, making sure it's in the know. We're always trying to compete with our competitive around here, and being on the Michigan Mile, we just try to do, compete with the best. So tonight, to do that, we're doing actually one of the dishes I'm going to do for our ambassador program this month. So we're making homemade gnocchi. So it's a potato pasta dish. So it's very kind of, when you think of it, it's like, wow, I'm never going to be able to do that.
Right.
Homemade pasta.
It's like intimidating, right?
I'm not Italian, so, but we're going to make it easy.
Yeah.
So, and actually, I'm going to put you to work.
Awesome.
All right.
Get my hands dirty.
So you ready?
Yeah, let's start.
Okay. So to start off, what you're going to need is about a pound of potatoes, just regular Idaho potato, and what we're going to do is just bring that to a boil.
Okay.
About 20 minutes to let it cook. I've already did that work, so we're not going to be here all day watching me slowly cook. But
so when you boil potatoes, do you want to do it boiling water first, or you want to bring it up to a boil together? So always with cold water.
That way they're not as starchy.
Right.
Then you're going to bring these up to a boil about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the size of your potato. Fork tender, just till the fork will push right through and kind of come out nice and easy.
Okay.
Then you'll know they're done. So what I have here is a potato ricer. We're going to rice the potato to kind of get it down.
It's like a huge garlic press. Oh,
you just broke it.
Thank you.
Now we got to start over.
We'll start over.
Okay, so what we'll do. Take a little bit of flour for the surface, that way it doesn't stick right away. So just dust a little bit around. Take the potato, and then we're going to kind of cut it and then go right through the food mill press and kind of push it right onto the board. and press it around.
Cool. Oh, the kids
So you
would
want
love
to
that.
exactly. You want to do this while it's warm. It's very important because it'll make it easy.
Okay.
And unless you're a big strong guy, you'll never get it through. As it's warm, it'll push
It's
through much
easier to
easier,
go, yeah.
less starchy. So your actual gnocchi won't be as kind of gluey and aggressive. I'm gonna give you a shot at
Okay.
at squeezing this through.
All right. Here we go,
All right.
people. Moment
Here we
of
go.
truth. With
Moment
this.
of truth. Just squeeze right on there.
Oh, the kids would so love to do this. Oh my God, really?
That's your workout for the day.
Yeah, that's my workout. It's gonna rise these potatoes. Cool. All right. Yeah, I see why you really need it hot.
Yeah. So now if it's cold, it's gonna be much more
Right.
difficult to kind of push through. So this is kind of easier.
Oh yeah, you need a little bit of arm muscle, but that's good. Look at that. Ooh, I'm good. All right. Couple more.
Yep. So again, this is about 1 pound of potato. To this, we're going to add some flour, about 6 ounces of flour, and then we'll put 1 egg.
Oopsie.
I'm going to use a little bit of thyme for this one to kind of give it a little bit of that aroma.
So potatoes, flour,
Potatoes, flour,
and egg.
and egg. And that's pretty much it. You can kind of go with adjusting the seasoning of how you want. So we're going to kind of move this around, make a little bit of a well. I'm going to give you some gloves because I want you to work on this.
Oh my, he's really
And it's
putting me
gonna
to
be-
work. Don't you know I wore my nice clothes today?
It's, okay, we won't get you that dirty.
He's
But-
like-
So this is the 6 ounces of flour.
Okay.
Kind of just drop it around.
So make a little well.
Yep, so a little well.
And that's just all-purpose flour, just like.
This is just AP flour.
Okay.
1 egg. Just drop right into your well. And what we're going to do is we're going to whisk that egg up a little bit just to kind of get it already incorporated. I'm sure you want to get into that.
Yeah. Okay, so whisk.
There you go. That's it.
That's good.
Take a little bit of time.
Oh,
Kind of
nice,
just
some
pick the
fresh
flour
thyme.
herbs off. Yeah, fresh thyme. And then I'm a stickler with constantly seasoning. So if you season all at the last minute, your seasoning is just going to come at the end and not incorporate all the way through. Since the
Right.
potato's just been riced, we had some salt in the water, but we're going to add a little bit more salt so it incorporates down in the potato. You want to give a couple fresh grounds of pepper?
Sure. We love pepper at my
Oh, we
house.
do.
Good?
Yep. And then I'm going to add a little bit
Oops,
of
I put a
Parmesan
hole
to
in
it.
my thing.
I'll give you another one. And then this is just Parmesan Reggiano. Just kind of put that around. That's it for that.
That's good already.
All right, and then here, let me give you one more glove.
Okay.
So you got a hole. Try to keep your hands clean.
God, already. I didn't even do anything yet. All right.
All right, now just start kind of working it around with
So
your
just
hands.
like this.
Just kind of incorporate it all together. What you want to do is you want to bring it to like a little bit of a crumbly dough, and then we're going to start working it together. Now, we don't want to overwork it, and you'll
So
see
just-
once it incorporates into a dough that you're on your way.
This is so fun, like a really great kids activity. Because it's not that simple. I mean, it's not that it's not that hard. It's not that simple. It's not that hard. It's ingredients you could find anywhere.
So you see how you're starting to incorporate it into
Yeah,
a dough
it's all
now?
coming together.
So now like ball it all together, kind of push a little bit on it. And now just start folding it. When I mean for folded, I'm gonna do it once to show you.
Okay.
Okay? So
Oh, I see.
like this.
Like you're picking
So
it.
like it's almost like you're rolling dough for bread. You're just gonna kind of roll it and push
okay.
it and then turn it and do it again. You wanna do this about 10 times just to kind of incorporate the potato into it. So you got about another six more times to kind of push it together.
Jeez, okay. Count for me, guys. 1. So push and then
Mm-hmm. Turn.
turn. Oh yeah, cool. This is a good stress reliever.
It is. Especially when you get to eat it.
Yeah,
So that
after
nice
too, you
glass
get
of
to
wine.
eat it. Yeah, take all my stress away.
So you're good right about there.
Okay.
The more, if you overwork it, it'll become kind of firmer than what you want. It won't be a
Right.
soft gnocchi.
You want a
So
fluffy
exactly,
gnocchi,
you want
yep.
an airy gnocchi. So what we'll do here, now we need to roll them into our ropes, which is kind of like rolling a baguette.
Okay.
And we will cut our gnocchi into it. So I'm going to cut this into manageable sections. Then we're going to take a little bit of flour, come over here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you want to do it like Emerald, like Bam, or Pew Pew, or whatever you want to do. You can put a little bit on here. You got to throw some on that table. Get in
I
there.
gotta throw some too.
That's it.
Just like that. Okay.
There you go. All right, so Not too much flour, because the more you put on there, actually the drier it'll get, and
Okay.
the more tough it'll get. So, and then you just kind of work it like this, and then work it out into a
Yeah,
thin
you
roll.
make that. First of all, your fingers are 10 times bigger than mine.
Wow.
So
just-
start in the middle and
So
out.
start in the middle and just kind of keep working it and roll it out.
Oh, geez. Okay.
And you want it to be a little bit probably thicker than your thumb.
Okay.
With gnocchi, once it hits the water, the boiling water, it's going to double in size.
Okay.
So,
So it's gonna
you
puff
don't
up a
want to go
little.
too big. We're going to actually do the kind of a traditional look to it. So we're going to roll it over the back of the spoon once you get it to our shape.
How am I doing, Chef?
You're doing great.
This is good. Look at that,
Actually,
people. Clap for me, will ya? Mama's making gnocchi.
Mama's the new sous chef.
This is a new sous chef, right?
So
Day
you're
job.
hired on staff now.
Right. Some more?
So that's good.
That's
good.
good?
See, it wasn't
wow,
too difficult, was it?
That wasn't too hard.
Perfect.
That's
So-
the part that scares me. Okay.
Is it the knife or the
No, the rolling.
the rolling? All right, so we're going to cut to about a little under ½ inch
Mm-hmm.
sections. So just kind of go through and then cut all those up.
Okay. Guys, if Mama can do it, you can too, right? And we're getting a lesson right now from a professional chef. This is awesome. Here.
Very good.
Good. Oops. Okay. Should
So
I
this
cut
is
that?
Yeah, you can leave it. So this is the tricky part. You can do two different ways. I'm going to show you an easy way when you're frustrated and you don't want to do it. You can just make a pillow. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
You made a pillow. This is the kind of the classical look to it, is we use the back of the fork and just kind of push and roll the gnocchi down, and that'll give it the kind of the traditional look to it.
Okay.
So give it a shot on the fork. I'm going to give you one.
Okay.
And then
Okay, here we go.
just kind of work it and roll it down.
Push it.
Yep,
down.
push a little bit, very gently, because it'll kind of,
Oops. Okay.
there you go.
That's good.
And the thing with gnocchi,
Yay. Mhm.
doesn't need to be perfect.
Okay.
We're making homemade
Yours look pretty
pasta.
perfect
Oh.
compared to mine. Here you go. Here you go.
I'm not timing you either, so you're good.
Like your cooks in the kitchen. Hurry up.
Come on,
Come on. Speed it
dinner's
up.
got to be out. So, I mean, we made a pretty big batch, so what we
Yeah.
have here, this recipe is pretty enough to serve yourself and some friends to have over. Once you blanch it, you can kind of put it in the cooler and let it sit, and then heat it up so you can make it before your
Can you
dinner
freeze
event.
this too if like you took an afternoon and made a whole batch?
You could, but
Okay.
we're making fresh.
Yeah, make it fresh. Well, I'm just thinking when you're busy and you
Yeah,
want to.
definitely. But I
you
mean,
can.
if it makes it easier, you don't have time, you want to make it for the weekend, and this is the only
Right.
time you could blanch it
Right.
and have it blanched, and then put it in the freezer, it'll hold, and then you'll just put it back in your saute pan and heat it back up with your ingredients, and you're ready to go. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go to the boiling water. I have a pot over here.
Okay. Salted.
Salted water.
Salted water always.
Yeah, there you
Always,
go.
always. For any of you guys watching online, if you have any gnocchi recipes you want to share with us, make sure that you tag MC Show Live so that we could check it out, share it later to our fans, and even show it to Chef Reed and see if you.
So this is the
Over
water.
here, okay.
So we're just going to kind of gently put them in so you don't splash yourself with the boiling water.
Okay.
That's never fun. And the trick to this is you just take and gently move them once while they're in there so that they won't stick to the bottom.
Right.
Now with gnocchi, you don't want to go at a rapid boil, so I have it at a pretty cool
So just a
simmer.
gentle boil.
Otherwise, they'll start falling apart on you,
Got
and
it.
you don't want that. So while that's going, they'll be done as soon as they kind of float to the top. Give them a minute, and then they'll be finished. What we're going to do is we're going to start the butternut squash and get that going. So we have a hot pan here. I'm using a little bit of olive oil.
Ooh, good stuff.
And then we're just going to go with the butternut squash right to the pan and let that start to go
Okay.
and kind of work around.
So in season. It's everywhere right now.
Oh,
All sorts of squashes.
pumpkins, squashes,
Everything,
overkill.
right? So overkill.
So again with this,
Salt.
just a touch of salt, not too much.
Just like you said, along the way.
Yep, and then
Every
a little bit
step
of
a little bit.
fresh pepper.
Okay.
So now we check on our gnocchi, and you can actually start to see them
Oh, they're
coming up to the
floating
top.
now.
They're starting to
That
come up
was
to the
quick.
top.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, that was like a minute.
Yes.
That was fast.
They don't take very long at all. And then we'll give them one more minute and they should be done.
So at the time that it takes you to put a frozen pizza, you would have made fresh food for you and your family, right?
So I'm gonna do a little kind of TV magic how they do. Because the butternut squash, you're going to want to give it a good 5 to 8 minutes, kind of let it cook, because it is a tougher one. So what we're going to do is, don't let the camera look.
Right.
But butternut squash
TV magic, right?
already
It's
sauteed.
live, so
look
we
at that.
Can't cut, right? 5 to 8 minutes later.
5 to 8 minutes later, you have beautiful caramelized butternut
And
squash. So this is pretty much ready to go now. We can just add our gnocchi, which is almost done. You want to make sure it's nice and hot so that it'll kind of caramelize up and brown your gnocchi.
And this has a natural sweetness, right? And that's why it caramelizes really nicely.
Yep.
Who loves gnocchi in the audience? Yay! Yeah, I love it.
So that's it for the gnocchi. Pretty simple. They're a little firm to them.
I made that.
You made that. Which one? Can you find it?
The pretty ones.
The pretty ones. All right, then right to the pan.
Okay.
And then just kind of let them caramelize around.
You see, there's not even a lot of oil in the pan either. So
Not a whole lot. But we are making a brown butter sauce, so we are adding a little bit of butter.
Yeah. Who doesn't love brown butter?
I know. I love butter. But yep, keep moving them.
Okay.
That way they have less chance to stick. To this, we're going to add Brussels sprouts. So what I've taken is the leaves of just the Brussels sprouts. So we've done a little bit of purple and then some of the green Brussels sprouts.
Too, so if you find
Just kind of gives a lot of nice color.
Yeah.
Adds that little bit of flavor to it.
Yeah.
So these don't take a lot of time to cook. We're just put these in kind of last minute, and they're going to wilt down with it.
Okay.
And just add that other flavor aspect to it.
That's so pretty. All the
Brings a
fall
lot of fall
flavors.
colors to it.
All the colors of fall. These things that you could find at the market easily. You could even like do your potatoes, sweet potatoes, or can you do this with yams?
Yeah, you can.
Like purple
Yeah,
yam?
you can use any root vegetable with this would be pretty good. I mean, root vegetables, nice and hearty, gives you that warm feeling
like
once you start running the cold.
And things like that.
Turnips.
Yeah. So if you want to do potato.
So with this, we're just going to finish with the butter. So once it gets a little bit of color, actually let me work a little bit off the bottom of the pan. They start to stick a little bit. So just if they do start to stick, you can just kind of slide them around a little bit with with a spoon. We have our bowl. All right, so let me see, where is the Parmesan?
This looks so good. Smells good. Our poor audience. Hey, we made 2 batches though, so we can eat later.
Plenty. We can make quite a bit. So that's pretty much it. So now what
I'll
do, just go right to the bowl. Oh, you know what? I did almost forget my butter.
Oh yeah,
gotta start
butterize it.
over.
Butterize it first.
Hold on.
We don't want it like that without it.
What am I doing? So I have about a tablespoon of butter I'm adding to this.
Get that in there.
Just kind of put that in there.
Okay.
Let that melt down and around. This is going to add a lot of kind of obviously the buttery finish, but it'll give it that
it's like its
the
own
sauce. Exactly.
Yeah.
It'll give it its own sauce, so you don't really need anything heavy, a heavy cream sauce or.
I always have butter. I mean, a simple thing like butter could make a meal pretty amazing. Just a little bit here and there at the end, right?
That's it.
Cool. All right.
So then spoon it into our bowl. Now you can add other ingredients to this to make it heartier. So if this is pretty simple for an appetizer right now, but if you wanted to add some, let's say smoked pork, some bacon, some pancetta, can go well with a duck.
Bacon, duck. Fish, you think?
Anything you really want to.
Anything, right?
Yeah. Now, let me put this back over here. It's hot.
Yeah, you're like, are we gonna have lunch later when we're done with it?
So we're gonna finish, of course, with
cheese.
Parmesan.
That is so pretty. Is that pretty? Oh my goodness.
So that just goes right over the top. What I have here are a little bit of petit corn shoots. So this is just a very young corn, and this is just for a garnish.
Yeah, these things are awesome.
Give it that different look to it. So
Look
now
at
you
that.
feel like you're in a restaurant, even though you're at home.
But you're at home, yeah.
Just like so.
Beautiful. Give it up to Chef Randy Reed from InterContinental. And me, because I made the gnocchi
That's
too.
right, you did.
Oh, this is so good. And we do have the recipe. We're going to put it up after the show on our Facebook page on Momma Cuisine. So make sure that you follow us on Facebook because we're going to share this actual recipe so that you guys could recreate this at home. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. I'll put this here to tease everyone watching. Before you go, though, we have a prize that we wanted to give away. We're giving away a $100 gift card to the Michael Jordan Steakhouse, which is right here downstairs at InterContinental on Mag Mile. This is one of the hottest restaurants in Chicago, and we pulled a name here. You wanna drum roll?
Drum roll.
Drum roll, please. Winner for the $100 gift card.
CJ Linden.
CJ Linden, thank you so much for entering. That's a good one. $100 gift card. Awesome. We'll put that to the side. Thank you so much, Chef Randy, for coming on our one-year broadcast. And make sure you follow InterContinental, interconchicago.com, on Twitter, Intercon Chicago, to get all their latest updates. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome. Our next guest is someone who I've become friends with over the summer. Such a lovely woman. I'm so excited to have her here today and for her to come on the show. She's doing a lot of really great things all over the country, but she's based right here in Chicago. I can't wait to introduce to you guys Jillian Conley. They're miking her up. It's okay. It's okay. She's coming right out, and I can't wait to show you guys everything that she's been doing and things that she will be doing throughout the course of the year. While we're waiting for her, I want to thank again our presenting sponsor, Kenmore. Make sure you check out cookmore.com and check out their new recipe site. And I think we're almost ready. Awesome. Jillian Conley, everyone. Hi. Wow. Thanks for being here. I think we're going to sit. Let's sit.
Oh, take a
We
load
do
off.
have some goodies that you brought here today, right?
Yeah, I was baking up last night.
We got her baking.
Yes, which is rare for me.
So let's talk. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. You're doing so much. First, you have this book that's created quite a buzz.
Yes.
I must say. It's kind of sexy. It's called Dating Chase Walker, and that launched this year.
At the end of May, it launched here in Chicago. We did a big party. It was a lot of fun. And it takes place in Chicago. It's very sexy, sassy. So if you're at home and you want to spend a weekend away, you can grab my book because it will...
And we're giving away 2 copies today to 2 winners, which we're so excited about. And of course, there's a lot of publicity around that book because it's pretty racy. It's, exciting to read. There's a lot of really interesting things in that storyline. But you're so much more than Dating Chase Walker.
Yes, that's just my edgy side. I'm very a nice girl, Yeah.
Tell us, because not only are you an author of this book, but you're also a publisher with your sisters.
Yes, last November, my 2 sisters and I started a publishing company. We realized how hard it is to really get your stuff out there, so we wanted to help new writers. So what we did is we started a company that focuses on that. And so we came up with My 3 Sisters Publishing, and since last November, we've published 156 books.
Wow, not even a year, almost a year for you too. Happy anniversary, wow.
Yes, so I'm very excited for our 1 year, and we're hoping to have 160 out by November.
Wow, that is exciting, and you really need to check, what's the website?
My3sisters.com, and it's the number 3, so the number 3.
So the number 3, sisters.com, and you will see the books that are there. You have children's books, a lot of coffee table books. It's great for the holidays coming up, and they're affordable, and you could get them as stocking stuffers and gifts.
Yeah,
and you have some, right?
I brought just a couple.
Okay.
This is a little pile here.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So these are great. So this is here some coffee table quotes.
Yeah. So what we try to do with these books, is instead of giving a card, which you may throw away or put,
Right.
you just read a little inspiration. And here's an entire book of inspirational words that you can share, you can put out. It's better than a card. So that's what we try to do with these. So we have for all sorts of things. You have a new baby.
That is so sweet.
Love, writing, relationships.
Right.
But the one we're working on now, or that is really popular right now, is our breast cancer book.
Breast Cancer Month, right?
Yeah, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So it raises money for different breast cancer. Whoever comes to us at the time that needs funding, 1 month we might fund a girl who's walking in a 5K, or the other month we're going to something else. So this book is something that we really enjoy, and we have a whole line of causes books for autism. And we're working on some other ones right now too.
That's great. So make sure you go to my3sisters.com and check out these books. And let's see here. And then you have your dating Chase Walker back here in maid of honor.
So yes, this is my dating Chase Walker. It looks very nice and clean.
Yes, very nice and clean on the outside.
So no one will know what you're really reading.
And we won't read it out loud today, but but it's a fun book and just to escape, like you said.
Yeah.
And I know you've been asked this before because I've seen other interviews about this book where you were kind of saying past exes are like, am I Chase Walker?
Yes.
And you're like, you wish, honey.
Yeah.
So that's pretty funny where you're taking things, where do you take the inspiration for Chase?
I did date a guy who was a big inspiration behind the book. He's an awesome guy. We had a lot of fun in our relationship, and he created some great stories.
Ooh, that's juicy. We're giving 2 of these away.
Yeah.
And like you said, you're working on this book now, but you're also getting submissions right now, right? For any writers out there who wants to get their stuff in. Tell us about that.
Right now, we are working on a book. It's called Cancer and Marriage, and it's a book that provides inspiring stories to people. It's similar to like our coffee table quote books. Each person that submits their story will get a full page in the book telling their story with their photos, and we're actually going to be selling the book and raising money for Immerman Angels.
Wow, which is a great local organization. We love Johnny Immerman. He's doing so much for the community and really support him. So that's really great. Now, where can they see this?
So if you go to my3sisters.com, you can see there's a little heart that says Cancer and Marriage Inspirational Project. And just click on that. It'll tell you exactly what you need to submit. You have till December 1st to make your submission. It's really just 3 paragraphs, your love story, your cancer diagnosis, and then how your love got you, through cancer and where you're at today. And then we're also asking that you submit your marriage photo and a photo of you today. And so what we'll do then is we'll read through what you provide, and then we'll have a little call and get more on your story so we can really tell it that, the best way possible.
That is so awesome. And I know there's a lot of stories like that out there. So if that's you or someone that you know, make sure you let them know about this project and have them submit their story. You'll never know. Jillian might just call you and add you into this project, which is so great because to give, through your hardships, and I really believe this, through your own hardships, you don't know who you can touch, who needs it at that time.
It's truly amazing. And that's the direction, we want to take our company is to really help people, inspire them, and encourage them to do what it is they want to do. And I came up with this when I was working on a blog post, and I wanted to write about my mother is a cancer survivor. She's here today.
She's here today. Hi, Mom.
And we were discussing just her. She's going to be 19 years cancer-free in November, which is also our anniversary. I said we have to, we should do something big. And I brought it up to my sisters, and we were like, here's our next big project. My older sister's getting her PhD. She's, got a job. She does My 3 Sisters, my little sister. We're all working like crazy, but, we love being super busy.
Yeah, and it's worth it for something so big. And it has touched your family as well, so you just want to give back, which is so Amazing. Thank you for doing what you do. There's also one thing here coming in Chicago this November, which is so exciting.
Yes.
Barbie in Chicago. Tell us about that because that is so great. And Jillian is Malibu Barbie, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm like Malibu.
She's like Malibu Barbie.
I am emceeing it with Jeff Conway. It is a Barbie-inspired fashion show, and Akira is involved in it, and they're actually the ones that dressed me today. So give them a little shout out, Patrick at the Diversity Store. Thank you for the ensemble. But it's a all Barbie everything. It's so fun.
That is so fun. And I mean, she's gorgeous, so why wouldn't she be? I said, hey, do they have a spot for cooking Barbie?
We should. Barbie
I can Barbie pose. Yeah, we have models here today who'll show me how. And and before you go, we do have some entertaining ideas, some sweet stuff. Since you're such a sweet woman, I'm gonna get out of here.
I love to party.
Yes,
I think we all know that. So
that I know, sister. Let's bring this over here so we can see. See, we have lunch down now. We have dessert ready. I'll help you bring this over.
We like to do hosting of rather large events. Some reason, whenever my mom and I host something, everybody comes.
That's a great sign.
Yeah. So what we came up with, or what I did, is I'd like to do everything very fast. Ever since a child, that's how I am. So I came up with just easy stuff. You can get a pot of chocolate, stir it up, melt it, and then dip things in that you can just put anywhere in, around the party. Very easy. So these are chocolate and caramel rice
crackers.
Yeah, rice crackers. Chocolate covered strawberries, and then just dipping a little chocolate on the wafers. We did have the bananas that go on the wafers, but they kind of turned a little brown because I didn't do it right. So that's standard.
Hey, that's a real cook though. That happens in real life. Bananas you do last minute.
Yes, and I did not have time this morning. So.
Hey, totally fine.
I love this. My Aunt Arlene actually every Christmas gives us chocolate-covered pretzels in a vase like this. So I stole this idea from her, but she decorates them like super sassy.
And there's a lot of crafters out there that we know could really make this. But this, just like this, is so elegant by
Put
itself,
them all
I think.
over the house.
Yeah.
You just stick them at, so anyone can grab them whenever they want to.
And even as a gift, right? Something so simple that you made homemade with your kids, that you could give to family and friends during the holidays. And I love your idea of when you're entertaining, spreading snacks around the house. I mean, you usually we have this huge spreader that is like a buffet table with all your main courses or hors d'oeuvres, but then to spread them throughout, people gravitate towards food always.
Because they want to be able to walk around and socialize, and I think that way you can meet other people. You go over, I got to get some strawberries, and you meet a new person instead of just sitting in one spot.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, these are really great tips. If you guys have any tips out there at entertaining, make sure you let us know with a hashtag. Right, there's an SNL thing where it's like hashtag MC Show Live.
So many people sent me that video because I love to hashtag everything.
Hashtag we're doing crafts. Hashtag crafts.
David Chase Walker giveaway.
So make sure you let us know. We know a lot of you out there love to entertain and have really great and simple tips like Jillian does. So make sure you share, and your Twitter handle
is at Jillian Conley.
So you could tag her, tag me, share your tips. We would love to hear your entertaining tips, especially the holidays coming up. And before you go, we're going to give away 2 signed copies of Dating Chase Walker. All right, and let's see here. We drew some names. Let's see here. We have, the first one is Yoli Abad. Sorry if I butcher that. Sorry. Yoli Abad, you won one. And Bonnie Kanazmera, Chill Mama, is her Twitter name. Thank you both. You just won 2 copies of Dating Chase Walker by Jillian Conley. For any of you, like she said, has any stories that you want to submit, your story about marriage and cancer and how you got through it, really with your love, with your spouse, Jillian and her sisters really want to hear it. So make sure you go to my3sisters.com and submit your story or share it to someone who you know have had this story, because they may be able to share their story with us, and we would love to hear about it. Thank you, Jillian.
Thank you.
This is so good. I have so much food in front of me. Thank you. Mwah. Awesome. Yay. I'll keep this here. my next guest. My next guest is one of, I don't know, she's such an amazing woman. Again, I met her this summer, Arabelle Rosales. She just finished up, which I'm so thankful and honored that she came here because she just finished Latino Fashion Week, which was just last week. It's huge in Chicago, but not only in Chicago. Latino Fashion Week is in Miami and Dallas. Correct me if I'm wrong. They were in Los Angeles earlier this year for spring, and it's just so awesome to know women like this who really help to inspire me as well to keep doing what I do. And let's bring her on out here, Arabelle Rosales. There she. Oh, I think she's getting mic'd up again. Awesome. Well, while she's getting ready for us, I want to take the time again to thank InterContinental Chicago here on Mag Mile for allowing us to broadcast our 1-year anniversary here in their room, and giving all the giveaways also is all from InterContinental. We make sure you want to follow them on Twitter, InterCon Chicago. Make sure you also follow Ken Moore, who is our presenting sponsor, and GEMFoodMag. Make sure you log on to greateverydaymeals.com and subscribe for a magazine for the full year. It's totally free. And we have Arabelle here. Yay! Hi, Mama. Good.
Wow, I'm hungry already.
I know.
This is amazing.
Let's sit down here. You want to sit? Okay.
Yes, sounds good.
So this is our very first. I have been dreaming for a year to include like lifestyle and or a fashion segment in Live with Momma Cuisine. And thank you for being like our first fashion segment here today for our 1-year anniversary.
Thank you, and thank you for being with us last week. We had an incredible week, and you were there, and that made it even better. So Latino Fashion Week, it gets a little crazy. As you know, you got to see a little bit of the behind the scenes.
Yes.
We're so excited though, because we actually had people that came in from all over the world. Yes. We had media that was here from all over the world. We even had media that was here from Russia that came in.
For Latino Fashion Week?
For Latino Fashion Week, yes. It's funny because the day right after I was getting calls from China. That we were on the map over there, and they wanted to know more about what we're doing. So it's really, we say buy Latinos for everyone, and it's really for everyone. It's like,
China's calling,
yes,
Russia's on the phone.
Yes, it was really pretty exciting for us, and so it's grown. It's the 7th year, as you know.
Yes.
So 7 years just went by so fast. It's kind of, you blink and it happened, but it's exciting. But I love being here with you because we've talked about this. We're both moms.
Yes.
You're a mom that does a lot of cooking, which is great.
He's like, when are you going to come over for lunch?
I know.
I have ingredients in my fridge.
And I love it because I was telling her, we're both so busy, and I was telling her, I need things that are quick and delicious and then healthy too, because my kid, she's 16. I have a 16-year-old that always wants to eat very healthy,
which is great. For
which
a 16-year-old.
Which is great. But as we talked about that, it's not always that easy.
Right.
The good thing is though, she does, like the desserts, so she sneaks those in. Makes it easier for me because I can whip up some of those things.
Right.
But anyway, it's great to be here with you.
Everyone knows you from Latino Fashion Week. You're a co-founder, and by the way, yes, she invited me to be one of her guests and had front row seat. It was so cool to see a fashion show up close like that. Front row seats, all the models in front of me, which you all know that's like a whole different world to me. Go out there, I was like, everyone's so tall and skinny and gorgeous, but it was such a great experience because it really is, fashion is really about culture also, and to see that there were designers there even who flew in from Mexico and
Argentina, Colombia, Puerto Rico, just everywhere.
Just everywhere. It was so great and so inspiring and so fun to do. But even though people, you're probably most known for Latino Fashion Week, you're also a president and CEO of your own tech company.
Yes, that's my real job.
That's her real job. She does this for fun.
I did this for fun. It's I say Latino Fashion Week is sort of my love project because, as you know, each of the days we try to benefit a non-for-profit organization. And we had the V Foundation, Cancer Awareness. It's their 20th anniversary, so that's sort of our national non-for-profit. Right. And Safe Haven helps the homeless, so that was another one. ASE, Hispanic Alliance for Career Enhancement, and Alpha, which is a number of professional Latinos that go around basically helping people.
Right.
I mean, how wonderful,
how
right?
wonderful to support.
So,
and I mean, you're just, I just can't thank you enough for being here because you're such an inspiration to me to keep, doing what I love to do, which you're the epiphany of that. And people, and I know in local really great magazines, they call you like the Renaissance woman, because not only is she super fashionable and gorgeous, but you really are. I mean, you're very. Yeah, I know how to choose my guests. Yeah, that's for sure.
I like it.
More VIP tickets to fashion shows, but really, you're very intelligent. You have your own company, obviously tech company, and I love this. I was kind of searching through your bios online, and one of the magazines here, I think Chicago Mag, was saying that you're like a Renaissance woman. You could talk about Wall Street. You could talk about fashion. We could talk about cooking or eating.
Once I hang around with you more, I'll be able to talk about cooking more.
And that's really great and refreshing, because to show, just like me, I try to inspire as many women as I can. Every woman that I come across, I would love not to only be inspired by them, but to inspire as well, and to show that, we're all busy moms, we're all busy women, but if you put really your heart into something, you can do it.
I think that's the thing, that I love being around women that love other women. Number one. And number two, I love women who really, when they go out and they do something, they don't do it 100%, they do it 150%. Be it that you're a mom, or be it that you're at work, or whatever that you're doing. Right. And I tell women all the time, that's what I love about you, because she does this all the time. I tell women to really think big. There are no limitations, there are no boundaries. And I know you don't know this, but so we had one of the big distributors of liquor there, I'm just going to say that, and he's CEO and everything. And he didn't remember me, but I actually have worked for a governor before, and was director of the Liquor Control Commission for the whole state.
Wow.
And I looked like I was 12 when I did that. It was really funny. So I did that, and then now I'm doing this, and he said, I remember when you did that.
Yeah.
You did a great job there. And I think that's the thing. If you do a great job, if you think really big and then step into those shoes, like dream really big and be not afraid to step into it. I hear all the things you're doing with this program, and I love it, because you're not thinking small, and you inspire all of us to do more, to be more, right?
Thank you. I really am getting emotional.
You do. No, you do. And I think that's what it's about. That's what you want to live your life for.
Right.
It's it's not about the money. It's actually not even about the way we look on the outside. Right. It's about what we're doing that's coming out and inspiring like a lot of people.
Yes, it is really so true. Through this journey, I started in 2009. I still do have really big dreams, and it doesn't go without the hard work. It doesn't go without the challenges, but every little win that I get, every little inch forward is so huge to me, and it's great to inspire other people. So I'm again so thankful to have you here, and everyone watching, and all the guests that were here today. I think we have some prizes, right? Before we want to do, that's right.
We have some fashion
here today.
Yes.
We do like some music.
Yes, we have some fashion. I'm very proud. I have to tell you, we have models that are with us throughout the week. They work so hard. Yes. I don't know how they stay looking so beautiful all the time. Frankly, I try to get those shoes, the hair, the everything. And they're beautiful people too. Yes. I mean, they're really wonderful. They also work very hard, and we had a lot of nice male models too for next year.
That was fun.
That was fun. But I have two designers that I'd like to show, and I'd like to introduce the two models that are with us here today. One of them is a local designer. Okay. She's young, she's under 30, and she's just really fabulous. She's being worn today. If I can introduce them.
Yes, let's have them up.
Let's see a little bit of fashion. She's being worn today by one of our models, Aya, and it's Carol Barrero, and just beautiful, if you can see.
Wow.
One of the newest, black is still really hot,
always.
And I think will always be, right?
Be.
But Carol does a little twist on the black. It's just enough sheer with velvet on the top so that you can be sexy, but still look extremely elegant.
Yes, it's long sleeves. It's not like you're putting it all, hi guys, out there.
And what we've done today is we've actually worn it with a short skirt underneath, so that you're able to show a little leg. You can also wear this actually with shorts. Shorts are huge and in, and that's another opportunity, but it's long sleeve.
Right.
You can wear the back completely out, or you can wear a bandeau with this. There's so many different ways. great necklace and earrings. And I had that's the thing about a model is that you can make anything that you wear look elegant and beautiful, and she does that. So the other thing I want to share with you about our models is that a lot of the models work with us from all different agencies and everything, and we have very diverse models, and I think we have changed the face of Chicago.
I love
because
that.
when I started asking for models of some of the top agencies, they all look the same.
Right.
And we want diversity on the runway.
Right.
And so that's been wonderful. And then a lot of them now have gotten picked up by some of the big agencies. So
Oh, that's awesome.
they're not only in Chicago, they're in New York, Miami, and LA.
Oh,
So
that's great.
Thank you so much,
Yes.
Ira. Thank you. Just beautiful.
That's a beautiful
Carol
dress.
Guerrero, a local designer.
Beautiful.
Thank
You look great.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
I taught her how to do that walk earlier. I was saying, look, let me show you how to do it. No, she looks great. Thank you.
I knew it. I knew it.
I
recognized the
you
walk.
recognize
Yes,
that walk. I was
recognized
trying,
the walk.
Latino fashion. I was like, let's just hold out till.
Our next model is Olivia. And Olivia is multifaceted, actually, a model. She actually is a writer as well. I know I was hearing about our previous guest, and she's a writer. And she's wearing a designer from Mexico, Pineda Covalin. It's actually two designers, a man and a woman, and they showed at Latino Fashion Week. And they're known for their unique designs that have to do with the ethnic background. So this is actually from pre-Columbian, and then they'll take the designs and they'll incorporate it into silk. They started off doing accessories, shoes, purses, scarves, and now they've gone into different beautiful pieces. So that was shown on the closing night, and they've just got some spectacular pieces.
That is so gorgeous. I see Jillian in this. I see myself in it, which is good because sometimes you're afraid when you see, great fancy designers. There's no way like a regular mom like me could look. That's not true with the designers you brought today.
No, with the designers we brought today, and thank you so much.
Yes, this
Olivia.
is so
this is
gorgeous.
Really just beautiful.
Would you wear these with jeans too, let's say?
You could wear it with jeans. You could wear it with a skirt even. You could do a lot of different things with it. You could wear it with high boots. I have to tell you, one of the things we did this year is we had a little switch. Thanks so much, Olivia. Beautiful.
Thank you,
so
Olivia.
much.
I love that.
Yeah. Is we did 2 luncheons, and next year I've got to get you involved.
Oh, I
in the
know. I
luncheons.
have to go to a doctor's appointment with my kid.
We did something called the Sophisticates.
Yes.
For 30 plus, women 30 plus. Next year I want to make it more 40 plus because, as you know, now a lot of the women that you're seeing on the front covers of magazines are a little bit more mature. And we had real women modeling there as well. And then we had a Curvy Girls luncheon for women with curves, which was really great and well received, full figured models. We had Nouveau TV models from the reality show. They actually came in. So it was really exciting.
That is really great, and that's something new that you did this year.
Yes.
That will continue into next year and in the other cities as well, you think?
Yes, no, for sure.
For sure.
We're going to be, we're leaving, we'll be in Miami in November, and then we'll be in Dallas in December. And then I've got to get you on because I'm starting. I think I told you I'm going to be on a reality show.
Yes. Tell us about that. We were talking about it. I wasn't allowed to say anything, so
Yes.
now she's telling us.
Yes, because we're starting actually the taping, and so it's going to be called We've Come This Far. We've actually taped a couple of shows. I'm allowed to talk a little bit about it, so I'm excited. And it's about 5 women, all business owners that are doing things in a bigger way, but to try to do things in a positive way.
Right.
And that's how much I can tell.
And that is so great, so inspiring to other women, which is exactly why they picked you, I'm sure. We have a giveaway before you leave here to Eno Wine Bar, sponsored by the InterContinental, that we want to, move out here. Oh my goodness. Let's see. And we have our winner, you want to say?
Sure. Oh, Trudy Sanchez.
Trudy Sanchez, $50 gift card to Eno Wine Bar here at InterContinental. We do have one more if I could have my guest, Chef Reed, is he in the kitchen? Is here. We have one more one more really huge prize. Really, this is the end of our show. Thank you so much for coming on. That was such a great interview. We're really wrapping the show now. Again, I want to thank everyone who's watching live right now. I so appreciate you guys tuning in every month and really just following me through the journey and being a part of it as well. This is our 1-year anniversary. I want to thank Ken Moore, who's our presenting sponsor. We cannot wait to go into our next year with them with GEMFoodMag Live. Make sure you log on to greateverydaymeals.com and get your free subscription to our new digital food magazine. And before we all go and say goodbye, we have a huge prize of a one-night stay at the InterContinental for a couple for two. And it includes breakfast by chef. I'm going to send him up to your room. But it includes a breakfast, I believe, right here in this gorgeous room. And this is just an amazing prize, and we thank you so much, InterContinental Chef, for giving this prize to one of our viewers. And let's see here. And it is Maria Tianco Ramos won this prize. Congratulations. Thank you all so much again for tuning in to this episode of Live with Momma Cuisine. Can't wait to share with you guys more information on GEMFoodMag Live as we start our new season. Make sure you follow InterCon Chicago, that's InterContinental, InterCon Chicago on Twitter. And thank you to all of our guests here today. We'll see you next time. Thank you.